Hey, also, I want to make some comments on this grill made by Radiator Grille Store for the Integra Type S 2024. Um, I'm actually not too happy with the price and the way the product feels. It's like plastic, probably 3D printed. Um, to be honest, I don't think it's worth the $120 that I paid for it. It's a product that is probably worth like $50. Um, but one of the reasons I'm making this video is because the installation video that they have, they ask you to install the grill a certain way, but when you do, the actual dimensions change, and then where the grill meets in the middle, because it's actually two pieces, and I'm going to try to add at the end a small video of what comes included in the box. But they're essentially two pieces that you slide in and then they meet in the middle and you tie them with zip ties. There's like one down here, just a few of them. Actually, for $120, they didn't even include the zip ties, which is mind blowing. But anyways, when you install a bracket according to the video that they have, it changes the dimension of the how the grill fits in there, because now the grill is sitting on top of a bracket on this side and on the other side, and it causes the grill to not meet perfectly in the middle. So it's like it's interleaved right now. So right now I have it sitting like this so that it fits. And in this video, I just want to make a comment on how to solve that issue in the case that you get it. I mean, to be honest, I don't think you should be paying $120 for this product. Like I'm saying, I believe this is like a $50 product, but if you end up doing it anyways because you just feel like doing it, I just want to show you how to install the bracket so that you don't have this problem. So, and the thing is, when I did it, it was already too late, so I finished the installation. And today I'm gonna take it off and rotate the bracket, and I'm gonna show you what I'm going to be doing with that, so that you don't mess up the dimensions of the grill itself, and it actually meets in the middle perfectly versus being like interleaved like I have it now. So now I'm just gonna get a close-up look so that you see what I'm talking about. Okay, let me see if I can adjust this. So there's not enough lighting. Oh. So here you see there's like the piece on this other side is in between these other two, but it should be both ends should match and come together and form this shape here, but it's not. Let me see if I can get a better angle. I don't know if you can see it there, but these sections are in the middle where they should be matching on top with the other one, and in the bottom I had to get this super tight in here. There's like a gap because it's hitting the other portion. So anyways, when I remove it, I'm going to show you how you can rotate the bracket around so that you don't have this problem. Okay, so I'm going to be getting this out. So this is the piece that I'm talking about, and this is that middle section that is supposed to match the other side. And the material is easily scratched I just noticed something here. It's somewhere here. It's hard to tell on the camera. But yeah, it looks like it's 3D printed. There's like something that melted on this side. Weird. Now, to be honest, now that I'm looking at it, this other piece is like melted like this, and now I'm starting to think if the intercooler is getting hot enough to where this piece of plastic is just slowly melting. It's hard to confirm, to be honest, but all I did was install it in here, and that's it. And I doubt this came in like this because it's obvious, like the difference is obvious. And it's close to where they're both meet in the middle. Anyways, here's the bracket that they ask you to install, and the grill sits in here in between the bumper and this bracket, and it's meant to support your grill. And all I want to do is rotate it, and I will show you how. Now, the adhesive or the double-sided tape that it came with this bracket, it's probably stronger than the one I have, but all this is doing is just helping you support the grill to your front bumper, and you're going to be tying it with zip ties, so it doesn't really matter in my case. But if you install it, just keep this in mind so that when you use the original 3M tape, you get it done right, and it'll be strong enough to support it, not like the one 3M tape that I have that I'm not sure if it will hold as good as this one. Okay, so when you install it, the tape is on this side. They ask you to use this piece that they provide, and you have it sitting this way. And this piece is going to help you provide the distance between the bumper and the bracket so that when you install the grill, you have enough space, or you have the gap necessary for the grill to go in here and be supported by this bracket. So you'll see in the video, and they don't explain it too much, but they ask you to do this number here and press it, and then it will be glued into the bumper, and then you take this piece off, and then when you install it, the grill sits here. Anyways, what I'm going to do is rotate it this way. Use this as a spacer. And then once I get it attached to the front bumper, I'm gonna come around the other side and apply pressure so that it sticks better. But in this time, I want to have this here so that it creates a space that I need between the bumper and the bracket. But notice how the tape side is going to be now this way. And I'm doing this because, like I was saying, they ask you to do this number here, but this thickness, I'm pretty sure they did not account for this thickness on both brackets. So this thickness is big enough so that it changes the dimensions of the grill, and then it doesn't fit right. So anyways, I'm gonna go and rotate it like I said. I'm gonna have it like this. So when it sits inside the car, it's gonna be sitting this way. It's not, once I install the grill, it's not gonna be sitting on the bracket itself. It's just gonna be resting on this, and it's going to have enough clearance so that I can install the grill correctly. Now, this is the double-sided tape that I have. 3M, I bought it from Amazon. It's a big roll. I don't know if you need that much really, but I've used it for my Acura emblems when I installed the red vinyl in the back. So I can drop the link for this in case you're interested. But this is what I'm going to be using to replace the one that came in with the bracket. Okay, so since I'm going against the recommended method that really doesn't work out as far as dimension goes, I'm going to be installing this piece, and I'm gonna hold it with some zip tie just enough so I get the spacing that I need for the grill and be able to install the bracket without having to hold this and the bracket at the same time, because it is like a little bit awkward when you do that. Because in this case, I'm recommending you install it instead of this way, like they're telling you to. I'm gonna be doing this way and doing these two things, holding this piece and the bracket at the same time, is a bit difficult. So I'm just holding it with zip tie so that I can install this, and then once this is in there, I'm going to apply pressure. I'm going to remove this and apply pressure with it so that it stays there better. Sorry you're not able to see. I mean, there's not enough clearance to get my camera in there. I didn't get it just right the first time, so I had to remove it. Okay, I think I got it now. I'm just applying some pressure with my fingers, but then I'm going to do it with this other one, that plastic piece. So now I'm gonna sit this on top of the base of the bracket. So see, I have the clearance that I need. Okay, perfect. So now I just did one side. I'm gonna move over and remove the bracket, rotate it like I showed you, and go finalize this installation. But I just wanted to make sure that the grill made it in there just fine. And it should, because the piece they give you is for that reason, so that you use the same space. Okay, so after rotating those brackets around the corner, now the grill is able to move all the way to the right and left side of the bumper, and I gain a ton of clearance. I have to create this loop with zip ties. I have 2 of them, 1 on each grill. That allowed me to pull the grill to the right and left so that I can make them meet in the middle evenly. Let's see. It's really hard to see, but now if you look, now they meet in the middle. I'm gonna try to zoom in. See how they're meeting in the middle now. Before, those 2 pieces were pretty much interleaved, and now you can see that they're matching. So now it's a matter of keeping them there and tying the zip ties that I have. I have 3, and you can do 1, 2, 3 in the top if you want to keep them tight. So I'm gonna do that now and then show you the result. Now a quick tip with zip ties, if you want to get them around the surface like this, what I do is I just bend it so that it creates like a hook. And depending on which hole you're going in and the one you're trying to reach, you just have to keep trying. It's like a little bit of trial and error. I got it through. And when you get this, get it tight enough so that you're able to, once you cut this excess, you can rotate this portion and have it sitting inside the grill so you don't see it on the outside. So you just get it tight enough so that you can move the zip tie around and rotate it. Okay, so that's it. Now that I was able to rotate those brackets like I told you, the grill sits perfectly in the middle. I actually told them this on their own YouTube video where they showed the installation. I told them about this, but they basically just blew me off. But that's all you need to do. I told them about rotating the bracket. That's all you need to do, because obviously when they designed this grill, they did not account for those brackets. And I'm not a mechanical engineer, I'm an electrical engineer, and I work a lot with drawings. So I'm sure when they designed this grill, they just forgot to account for the spacing that those brackets provide. But now that I rotated them, it fits perfectly. Now in the middle, you have to create those loops with the zip tie, so you can pull them back slightly so that they come back and then they meet in the middle perfectly. And when you zip tie them, they're just gonna be tight in their own position. So I mean, that's it for this video. Like I said, dude, like, don't spend the money for this. This is worth like $50. And if you're good at 3D printing, you should probably do one yourself. Maybe sell it cheaper for others to benefit from what you do, you know. But if you do get this, this is how you go about to install it.